On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlling the line of scrimmage created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start the drive with Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete. These 2 teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Ready up.
Looking to throw. Kramer. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on 3rd down. Kramer has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down, Kramer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Vikings are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Lions 14, Vikings 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
Back to throw. Elam steps away. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. The Lions are 8-4 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 24. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Swift going to try up the middle, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off the play fake. Elam. They'll roll him out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
In motion left comes Williams. From the gun on 3rd down. Elam. And in for the Lions touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kramer. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Cook running right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Kramer. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off play action. Elam. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. Now a give, right side, Swift. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll run right here with Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. To return is McKenzie. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake. Kramer on the move to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Kramer. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, Kramer. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Kramer. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here we go. Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Daniel Bellinger, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Throwing on first down. Elam, they'll swing this out to Fournette. Down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. If you score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll go with the keeper. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On 4th down, Elam. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Kramer.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Ready, ready. Rest. Opposite, street.
They'll run for it. Cook. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 53 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Lions 35, Vikings 21.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Elam. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, Elam. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 41 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Kramer. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go now. Hey, goalkeeper.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Elam. Able to find Gray here. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Looking to throw. Elam.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw on 2nd down. Elam. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what...
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Throwing to start the drive. Elam. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
first down. Elam. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.